What's up, guys? We're back with episode 2 of the Don Diego Show. I have my one and only brother back with me. What's up, Len?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me back.
You are very welcome. We need to get you a better background like mine. Anyway, so this is episode 2. We're going to talk about some more upcoming sets, market news. Of course, we have our hot or not segment and just talk about what's going on in the Pokemon market. So
Sounds good. I'm game.
I'm game. Phase up. All right, let's talk about the Espeon promo that we were looking at the other day. That has basically everyone on fire. I feel like it's a really good introduction for the Eevee Heroes set. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you see it, it's kind of a must buy. I think it's a really good lead into the set. With the Celebi promo we talked about last time, and this thing just eclipsed it in a heartbeat, like with that giant Espeon sleeping on top of the building. I think we will be having a really strong summer of cards. So we'll see what the price point on that one ends up being. I think we're still a little bit ways before it's going to be available, but I mean, people are going to be all over that card. I don't think anyone's sleeping on it. It's not like a secret. It's everywhere, so it's going to be definitely a hot commodity.
Everyone was like one day, everyone in the Pokemon community posted it. So that's going to be the promo. Obviously, we also have the set list that came out for Eevee Heroes, all of the evolutions, which are also super cool. Like the Umbreon and all that are my favorites. I really can't wait. I did a TikTok video on that, so you guys should go follow my TikTok if you haven't seen the set list yet. It's really cool.
Well, let's talk about a major issue on the Instagram. I know you posted some Japanese Charizards, some rare ones, some a good mix, and then there was someone
if you're watching
who decided to say that you weren't collecting the correct cards. I guess the implication was that you didn't have a PSA 10 first edition Charizard there, but
exactly.
That kind of comment would drive me crazy. I mean, I don't know. Do you think there's no correct way to do it? If you want to buy or collect something, it's not always about the most expensive thing. It's not always about what someone else wants.
I say that all the time. I'm like, I tell everyone that knows me knows my favorite card is like literally not expensive or rare. And it's just like the beauty of collecting. I feel like everyone has their own art that they like. It's just art to some people. It's, the evolutions of some Pokemon that they go for. You literally, there's no right or wrong way to collect. And that just fired me up so bad.
Well, if there was a correct thing to do or correct thing, it's not math. Like if there was an obvious thing to do, then it would be, everybody would do it. I mean,
exactly.
I guess everybody thinks, a PSA 10 Charizard or a Pikachu Illustrator is a great card, but not everybody can acquire it, one, because the price and it's not available. There's no correct pathway to do it. And if you have that opinion and you're commenting on other people's stuff, you're probably, I mean, at best, like, you're just weird. I mean, it's just like, you need to just embrace it. And
that fired me up.
If you want to disagree with someone, well, go ahead.
Sorry. Like, I get to talk too. It's my podcast. So what's funny
is it a podcast?
Well, it's like a video talking. It technically is kind of a podcast. It's a vidcast, whatever. So one of like the rare cards was in there was the Shining Charizard that he probably had no idea if I labeled it with the price on it, like what it even was.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think it's like, if you need to comment on other people's collection that they're not correct, like, I don't know. I think everyone should just take a step back and enjoy what they're doing versus, commenting. Like, just embrace it.
That's
and
like,
it's even if you don't.
We were talking about TikTok comments last episode, and we were saying how in the hot or not how bad they were, and I was like, well, Instagram's like 99% really nice, and then I got this comment, and it just like, it remains true. Like, Instagram is normally pretty nice and like welcoming, but yeah, dude, you cannot collect right or wrong. Like, whatever makes you
can disagree with someone, but it's not
over like the card,
preference.
Right? Yeah.
I think if someone said, "Oh, the best Charizard is the Gold Star," you could say, "Well, I disagree. I think the best Charizard is, the Crystal Charizard and Skyridge." Like, you can disagree, but it's just weird when you start going around commenting the correct way of doing things. I think it's like there's a lot of new people in the space. There's a lot, there's some, everyone has an opinion, but you just kind of got to keep doing your thing, I think.
But I want to like make it clear, like, guys, there's no correct way to collect anything. I preach it all the time. I love like new people that they DM me and ask me advice and stuff like that. And I want to, just let you guys know, don't let the haters take you down. There's no correct way, even though I blasted his butt on the stories. I like never do that, but I had to. And I got like 100 DMs from everyone saying that the guy's an idiot. Like most people get it. Like that's not the way to talk to people on the internet. So collect what you guys love.
Speaking of which, what do you think of the recent box prices? It seems like for the first time in a while, like there's been a little bit of stabilization. I actually basically saw battle styles at retail. It's pretty easy to get. I'd say the same thing about Shining Fates. Like I just saw a deal on some pretty big card websites for like $24 Pikachu boxes. Like, do we think that's just because Shining Fates and battle styles haven't been particularly interesting, or just people are not opening as much?
I guess, or like, I think yes, and also maybe it could be slowing down because of Chilling Reign. Like people are super excited for that new set. I don't know. I don't think that would necessarily stop them from buying it, but yeah, it is at retail. Like, I don't know if I know you're somewhere else. Like if your Target still has like the Pokemon stuff out, mine doesn't at all. But I've heard that people are finding battle styles for retail, or at least retail prices.
The retailers are limiting it more. It's just easy to get, right? It's not particularly hard to get at a high markup. I think, looking at some of the pre-release information from Chilling Reign, like the price is definitely creeping up. I think like going into the summer, Chilling Reign, Eevee Heroes, those will be pretty popular. I guess the only other factor is like you can't breed cards really right now unless you're paying the super express fee. So you can't just rip a box and send all your full arts off to PSA. So I don't think that's stopping a ton of people. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it is, but I don't know. I didn't find battle styles that interesting.
No, I think it's like a mix of everything, and also I don't think it's that like wildly interesting, at least not as much as like what I opened today, the Jet Black Silver Lands. Like we got the Chilling Reign coming. Like I think that stuff's just on fire.
Last but not least, before we get into our quick segment, I had to bring this up, and I wrote this down because you're one of those people that does something that's really annoying to me, and I hope other people agree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just one thing?
Well, I don't get when you go someplace, like from $20 as an example, or even Dunkin', whatever it is, like you make changes to drinks. Like I don't get it. Like it's one thing to say how you want your coffee, but to come and make 6 alterations. So the other day, some guy went viral because he made like 20 adjustments to his Starbucks drink, and the barista or somebody put up a picture of it. Like, don't be that person. Like, don't go to Starbucks or I know people that go to McDonald's and ask for things that aren't on the
menu. You say that. You're talking about someone who orders snack wraps, and those are on the menu.
No, like, they're not. They haven't been on the menu since like 2008.
Dude, I ordered one. I can tell you I ate one a year ago.
It just can't you just get what's there? Listen, I go every day and I get the same thing.
Yeah, because you're like a boring old boomer. No offense. Like, who drinks you have to not like yourself that much to drink a black cold brew. It tastes like dusty.
Yeah, you actually get the taste of the coffee.
Yeah, no. I don't go crazy. Like the guy that made the 20 alterations, that's messed up.
I've seen you get to 5.
Maybe 5.
That's once you're over 2, you have a problem.
And I don't like to be annoying, but I also like want what I want. If I'm going to pay like $5 for a coffee, if we're going to Starbucks, here's the order. It's a venti, iced, no classic. So you already have to say no classic.
Then that's obvious. Just say no. When I say I want the coffee black, it's implied.
Because I don't want it black. I want my almond milk or my whatever milk that I want in it. So I technically, that's up to 2. And then you want your sugar-free cinnamon dolce, and you also want your vanilla or your caramel. And you might want cold foam. You might want cold foam too.
You live your life your way, and I'll enjoy mine. Speaking of hot and cold beverages, let's get into Hot or Not, which is the weekly segment where we throw out some topics and you tell me if it's it's hot or not.
Yes. Also, guys, I posted it on my story, like where you can write in. Trying to find it. So like you can type stuff, and like maybe going forward too, we can answer other people's stuff and like say their Instagram name or something.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll run out of topics. So,
okay.
You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, first up, WotC cards.
Hot. I
Really?
know that I mean, I know that last time we talked about how we weren't seeing like the same type of hype in them like at the PWCC auction, but I think that they still hold their value and that they're hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe not the best time to buy it. You gotta wait to see if the price adjusts. I'm gonna say they're not hot. They're the opposite of hot.
Oh yeah, we got to get like your opinion on this stuff too.
Well, I just gave them. There you go. Not hot.
Okay, not. I'm gonna go hot.
Hot over the long term, but currently just ice cold.
I'm thinking of like long term.
Yeah. Well, then we agree.
Maybe I should change.
Well, you can't. You already picked, so that's it.
Okay.
All right. Post Malone, Allen, and Ginter cards.
Hot. We had like 50 people tag him in my post the other day.
Yeah,
I saw celebrities read their DMs.
No.
Or do you think someone else like handles their Instagram account and like a manager?
I think if you have like a million followers, you're probably not even opening your account. Well, why is that sad? It's a security risk.
I'm just showing him like, hey, I got your card. I love for you.
Well, maybe he saw it and decided not to respond when the fourth time you mentioned.
Yeah, you're right. We did have the card gang on my back tagging him, so.
The Allen and Ginter cards are cool, and then there's the
I love them.
Allen and Ginter X, which is like the super rare. It was an online exclusive. So the 2019 Allen and Ginter X box, it's like $800 on eBay. Could be something to open.
How many packs are in it?
I'm not exactly sure, but it's definitely the lowest print run. In 2019, you can get the Post Malone.
Who else is in?
That's like 2014, 2013.
Yeah,
run you a pretty penny after the last run up in the cards. So we'll see.
Speaking of him, did you see that NFT that he dropped with one of his like viral pizza videos?
Yeah,
for, like,
everybody's
15,000.
Everybody's dropping. I mean, if you have a lot of followers, it's a good time to drop an NFT. Gary V dropping them today. The other Pokemon Gary.
Real king.
Steve Aoki's dropped an NFT. Logan Paul's dropped an NFT.
Do you think I should drop an NFT of my cats?
If you're, I'm gonna go not hot on your NFT.
Guy, hot or not, drop an NFT.
All right. Next up, Kylian Mbappe.
Hot. Woo! He's hurt.
Yeah, he did not play, and PSG got eliminated from the Champions League. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be a good time to pick up some cards. But
yeah, I just got into soccer this year. Like when we were at the Dallas Sports Card Show, I was really getting into like learning more about soccer and sports. I feel like when we picked up a couple Mbappes that time around.
Yeah.
And we saw like a week later the price went crazy high. I don't know what it's at now, but hot. I love him. I need to get one of his the tie-dye jersey.
Yeah.
These days.
Well, soccer's was ice cold for about 20 years, and then it's been red hot for like a year. So we'll see what it does in the summer. We have the big Euro tournament. Who knows? We'll see. It's been a red hot market.
Yeah, I used to play soccer my whole life. Did you ever come to any of my games?
No, they were boring. Hot or not?
I need to know
Pokemon plushes.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Didn't you trash them on one of the other shows you went on?
I did trash them. Like
what happened to your Blastoise? Didn't you have like a little one behind you?
Listen, I've had this since I was like 10 years old though. So it's like I can't throw it out. I don't know. I think that they're cool. I think like one is cool, and I think maybe more than one might be a little like too much. And I love like stuffed animals.
You do realize you have like 600 boxes of cards like behind your head.
Yeah.
Is that too much? Like, what's too much of anything?
Dude, cards have each card has a different value and a different meaning. Like one plush toy is like an Espeon plush toy is the same as a Pikachu plush toy.
Mm-hmm.
Every card you see, we have like Fortnite, we have
collect
Pokemon,
what you love. Nothing's
we have Halo
correct.
cards. You're right. So then why are you asking me?
You said not, I'll say it. I'll take hot.
Yeah,
they're hard to resist buying.
They're cute. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to end up with like 50 of them and be like the weird, almost 30-year-old girl that has like 45 stuffed animals.
Well, on that note, hot or not, vegetable pizza. We saw someone we know get a slice that was looked like a full salad on a slice of pizza.
It's shameful, and I'm pretty sure that person ate it with a fork and knife.
What's your opinion on weird toppings on pizza?
Oh, I almost said hot. Not. Listen, if we're talking like pepper, onion, that's fine. But if we're talking like olives and mushrooms and broccoli, get the hell out of my house. No way.
Just get a salad.
Just get a salad or make yourself a nice stir fry.
Wear a Nike shirt.
Wear a nice Nike shirt. You have a nice shirt on today. I'm literally wearing pajamas.
Right.
I always make fun of him for his outfits because he wears this Warren Lotus, and they're all like the same, like skinless men. Shout out to
skeletons. Lotus. A lot of people call them skeletons.
They're skeletons. I don't know why I call them skinless men.
Sorry, like I also don't like pepperoni pizza. I think it's like.
How could you even say that?
I like a lot of different types of pizza. I think pepperoni pizza's for kids. I think like when you were a kid and you went to a birthday party, they had cheese and pepperoni. Both of those varieties are for kids.
You're trash.
So there you go.
What's your favorite pizza?
Sausage.
Oh yeah, duh, I know that.
Last but not least, hot or not, Magic the Gathering cards.
Whoa, I have to say hot. And all of the ones I like, I literally can't afford. I honestly, guys, I don't know like much about them. I know you know a lot about them, and I've like learned from them through you and people I work with. But I got the what's it called? The Alpha series, like the Scathe Zombies. Which was my first and so far only Magic card, but I want to get, oh my God, what was it? What's the one with the skeletons going
Time
into
Walk?
the Time Walk? Time Walk. Like I saw that on the PWCC auction last Wednesday or whatever it was, and it was crazy money. And I don't know anything about it. Like, are they always that price? Does it fluctuate?
I mean, just like, yeah, I mean, your Time Walk is one of the best cards in Magic, or like the most important from a collecting standpoint, are called the Power 9, and Time Walk is one of the Power 9. They're all cards that are like obviously really powerful in game, and they've been banned from play, but they're iconic.
Really? Like banned from play?
So like you couldn't play a tournament with those cards in your deck unless it was a specific format.
Is it because it's just like
it's so good? The cards are so good.
It's such a strong card.
But they become part of like an iconic group of early Magic cards, and Magic was started in 1994, so it's a little bit older, than Pokemon by a few years. So yeah. I don't know. Finally, the market, it has been strong on Magic, but it's definitely been picking up in the last, few weeks. But there's definitely a lot of opportunities to buy created Magic cards like at pretty cheap prices. And if you want to talk about low population counts, like some of these cards, a lot of them have been played, right? So there's not a lot of pristine copies, but it's interesting. Who knows what the future holds? But Pokemon has a lot more momentum right now, but Magic's still interesting.
Is there any like correlation between Pokemon and Magic for someone like me who would just be starting out collecting Magic?
I mean, I think there's the same principles, right? Like you can look like same way Pokemon has base set, Magic has alpha. That's the first set. And then
that's the one that I got.
It continues down the same, vein, right? It's like there's a few set releases a year, but there's a little bit less consistency, right? There's not like a Pikachu in every set. The cards are mostly unique. They have reprint sets, but you kind of judge them by the art value and the power of the card in game. So
gotcha. I want to learn more about it. You know what? I don't see any of them at like the card shows. Like
I would agree with that. I haven't seen like. Yeah, there was a little bit of Magic at the Collecticon in Dallas.
I remember that one.
But it used to be everywhere, and it's definitely less so. We'll see if it picks up a little bit. I just think, the new sets aren't that collectible. It's not like Pokemon. There's not a lot of chase cards, so it's not that fun to open unless you're opening to play, which is,
right.
definitely a use case, but it doesn't bring in that excitement.
We played like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I gave you
You
my best deck, and I let you win.
because you let me win. I
No,
literally
I let you have my vampire deck, my Zendikar vampire deck.
I don't know what that means, but I won.
I mean, obviously, it's not.
Whatever.
I'm not going to say I let you win. That'd be,
That's like, yeah, you can't say that these days.
Mm-hmm.
Get canceled. No, I definitely want to learn more about that. And if anyone collects it, point me in the right direction. I want to try to start collecting them. I don't know.
Like what you like.
So I opened Silver Lance and Jet Black today. The hits were really cool. We got the Rapidash, which I think was my favorite. I'm thinking of getting more of those boxes and like just opening them. They're so fun to open.
Yeah, it's a fun set. It's a fun set. Just like to just like put it together. The artwork is definitely. It really is cohesive. Like the two, like the Ice Rider and
the Shadow. We pulled two
of
the Shadow Rider. Oh my god, so cool. And the Celebi was super cool too. I like that one a lot.
That was fun.
That was so fun. Coming out, I think we like covered everything. Everyone's super excited for Eevee Heroes and Chilling Brain.
Well, that's it. The show's supposed to be short. The attention spans these days already probably lost everyone.
That's
so
true. I don't even know.
I think you got to start getting some of your famous friends to come on the show.
My god, I would get way too nervous. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, at least your internet connection was good this time.
Maybe we'll have a guest one day. But you were a wonderful guest as usual. My blood brother sibling.
I mean, all right, I'm out.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Comments, suggestions for next week. Oh my god, he literally left. Bye. Comment your suggestions for next week. We'll be back to talk about market updates and new sets and whatever else happens. So thank you guys. Bye.